Yes, I've come on for a random midweek stream. The last time I flew the Airbus, I wasn't particularly pleased with my landing. I went from Manchester to Rotterdam and I didn't like my landing. I was experimenting with the Autopilot and it was foolish. Yeah, I was doing a Cat 3 landing and I didn't put the two Autopilots on. Yeah, you know, can you imagine? Yes, so yes, we're in the Airbus tonight. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're gonna do a whole checklist. Well, not the whole checklist because I'm only one person, but a simplified checklist supplied by Fly-by-Wire, which does the job. It certainly does. Let's have a look around. I'm flying live weather. Let's have a look at the live weather. Yeah, I think the weather in the UK is a little bit worse than this. This is quite clear. Rotterdam is a very well done airport, I feel. Very nice. We've got some people on. Happy days. Welcome, everybody. We'll go from Rotterdam to Manchester. And this time I will not fail. I failed with the landing as far as I was concerned. The last time I went from Manchester to Rotterdam. So, yes, we are... we're going to have another adventure. So, I've got my checklist. I got everything sorted out. We're going to do the whole checklist. And then we're going to go. So, very interesting. I'm still learning the Airbus. I think I never stop learning, really. Do you? Let me just have a look at something here and just make sure I'm getting all the comments. And I just want to make sure I can reply to you all. There we go. I have another screen here. So, yes, there we go. Right, I have you. We have Ian Pollard is on. A no-notice stream. Yes, Ian. It is a no-notice stream. It's one of those random streams during the week. I haven't got a schedule for during the week yet. Only for Sundays, 2100 hours Irish time on the North European server. Local Irish time, that is. And Mark Draco's here. Woohoo, he says. Excellent. And we've got Akai Lad. Evening, Akai Lad. How are you as well? I'm good. I'm good. So you can see by the title where we're starting. You can join me if you want. But I'm going to be busy because I'm not going to mess this one up. A little bit of eye candy. Nice evening in Rotterdam. Let's have a look at the tower here. Just wait for people to come on, you know. I'm with the North European service if you want to join us. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. The only thing they're missing nowadays are the people walking around. But yeah, very interesting airport. I like it. We're in the evening time. The actual time is not realistic because we just pitch black. So we're in the evening time, but the weather is live as I've just said. Can you have a look at the tower here? Can I kind of skip through it here? Yeah, okay, not really. Not that it matters. So great. Okay, here we are parked on the apron. I'm going to get all the services up to the aircraft. Start my checklist as best I can, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to take off runways at 06. That looks like 0. Is that 06 there? Yeah, 06. We're going to take off runway 06. Those are the prevailing winds. Like 2 knots. Big deal. You know. So here we are. In the Gripper Sim livery, no doubt. Yes, you can get the Gripper Sim livery on flightsim.to. Just search Gripper Sim and flightsim.to. I've got 2 liveries at the minute. I've got the Airbus and the it's gone out of my head now, but you see both of them. So there we are, Gripper Sim livery, very nice. So let's get a view here for all the stuff we're going to call. First, I've got to get the radios active. So let's hop in the cockpit. Come on, into the cockpit. Excellent. Akala says, not a big fan of the airlines, but always good to spectate. Yeah, I'm kind of mixed bag with both of them. I want to know both the Airbus and the 737, really. And that's, you know, yeah, there's a little bit more viewage in the, it's a little bit more viewage, more eye candy when you're flying low. I agree with that. Mark is saying, I'm programming Gripper, but it's always good to listen to you all flying. Quite relaxing compared to stress of developing. Yes, stress developing can be tricky. I'm not the sort to be developing and coding. Scripting, fine. But the rest I'm not too sure about. So let's kick off the engines. I hope you're all doing well this Tuesday evening. So I planned as well during the week to do more streams, you know, as best I can. Okay, so I am using the Thrustmaster Airbus controller. I better make sure that's working. Reverse. All the detents have to be working quite well. That one not so much. Oh, it is okay. Good. Good. So the throttle seems to be working okay. Great. The left engine switch does not work though. The right one does. Is that a bug again? That switch is working fine. Rudders and stuff, I checked that already. There's the rudders fine, and there's the controls. Great, so my actual physical controls are working. Right. Gears retracted, flaps are retracted. Are they? See, sometimes you hop in. No, they're not. Look. Ooh, that would have been bad. That should be up there as well. I'm not armed yet. Spoilers. Okay, fine. Thrust, climb. What? That's after takeoff. Yes, that's after takeoff. It's a bit worn. Pre-flight. Oh dear. Park and brake, okay, set, yeah. Wipers, yeah. Spoilers retracted, they did that. Engine masters are off, I know that. Mode selectors onto normal, I know that. Thrust levers or idle flaps are retracted. Anti-skid is on. So you gotta remember all this stuff. Anti-skid. Do you know? I've forgotten. There it is. On. Happy days. Landing gear is checked down. Yeah, it's checked down. Let's make sure this isn't working. And this is good. That's working. I just get landing gear checked down. And fuel quantity check. Yeah, really, we've got half tanks. That should be more than enough. Battery master 1 and 2. So the first thing really to get power on, the battery master's up the top here. I hope you can hear me okay. I presume so. Battery masters. I wonder why should I started the stream earlier. What time is it now? It's 19:22 here in Ireland. There we go. There's the 2 batteries. I can hear stuff kicking in. Happy days. And my radios have come alive. External power. Now, what I want to get, I want to call them up. And I've got the. Let's get the. You know, you really should have the truck, shouldn't you? Rotterdam ground. Let's get all this stuff going. We don't do. Okay, fuel, please. Yeah. Ramp, please. Baggage. All the stuff. All the stuff. Get rid of that for starters. There's all the stuff coming up. I like the way they bring up the steps. Just have a look there at the chat. Oh, there's some movement on the chat there, YouTube. We got with us. We've got in total. We have in total. We got Ian and Mark, as I said earlier on. We've got Richard Reed. Hi, Gripper. How are you doing, old man? I'm not doing too badly, old man. Luke Cloud Walker. Oh, very nice one. Dare you to land on Luke with it? Yes. Well, we could do that. We could try that. Looks like you're flying the Avbus, the Air Virus bus today. Yes, I am, Richard. Marco, programming. Okay, Richard is with us. Richard Reed. As I said, how old are you? Oh, I can't tell you that. Nice aircraft to fly, Gripper. It is. Try the Airbus 319. Yes, I could try that, Luke. Great. Okay. All caught up with the chat. And let's rock and roll. So, back to the checklist. About you under external power. So now we can switch on the external power available. Great. There it goes on. Strobe lights auto. I wonder how realistic this. Oh, the sounds are great for all the stuff. Now, I don't think the strobe lights should be. Oh, they should be auto. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Is that on or auto? Okay, I've blinded half of the ground staff in that case. A bit fiddly. Now that's off. That is auto. ADRS line 1, 3, and 2. Where are they gone? They are here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. When I get that to early as possible. APU, engine fire tests, and all that kind of stuff. So that is that up here? APU. Oh no, sorry, that's up here. That is up here. Now I remember. It's all coming back to me now. Don't press this one. You press this one. Okay, you got all your. Now I know this is a simulator. You know, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It displays brightness. Yes, lightage. Lightage is important for the stream. For the eye candy. Let us put this one on up here. Let us get. What else is up here? Is there anything else up here that I need? No, I don't think so. Down here, some lightage here, please. Yep, thank you. I'll have that. I'll have the floodlight, please. Come on, come on. I'll have the floodlight. And I will have the little lights under here. Oh, where's it gone? Here. That'll do nicely. And I also want those flight displays on as well. Good. Good. And on the other side, you can switch them off. I think it's better for your FPS, but I don't seem to be having much problems with the FPS. We'll find out. We will certainly find out. Luke says he's 5,000 years old. Ah, were you... What's that movie? Highlander. Are you one of the Highlander crew? Now, why isn't that line... okay, this is where I get stuck. Okay. Okay, that's belts and smoking and all that kind of stuff. No one's allowed to smoke, of course. Belts on and smoking is on. Oh, I'll do that one first. Usually it's easier. There we go. Emergency light signs arm. They're armed here. Annunciator light test. That's that little switch. Where is he? This one here. You just check all the lights that are working. The cockpit. That's fine. And our MCDU setup. Right. So the flight plan. I got Microsoft loaded in. It's a little bit odd. Init page 1. Init page 1. Flight number, oh god. 001 will do. Cost index. I don't think it makes a difference here. I don't think that's set up because I've tried it. Cruise altitude will go to 32,000 feet, we'll say. It should put it, no, to 3,000, please. That will do. Okay, great. Flight plan. Let us check the flight plan. It is a little bit of an odd one. So I'm going to go here to plan. So in theory, if I hit the arrows, there we go. So, well, that's down. Okay, that's where we're starting. Okay, up we go. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little bit of an odd plan because look at this. I'm going to come overhead the VOR and I'm going to track down here and then turn around onto the ILS. If that's the way it's done, I don't know. It just looks a bit odd to me. Go a bit. A bit of gripper sim water will do the trick. Water tastes 20% better in the gripper sim mug. Flight plan. Okay, rad nav. Okay, let's just go back to the top of the flight plan here. Come on. Go. No, I want to go to the top. Oh, no. Awkward. There we go. Okay, let's get that view down to something a little bit more readable here. Where is it? Oh, I've lost it. There we go. Nav, please. I prefer this one. Okay, rad nav, radio nav. Let's plug some stuff in. We'll do that in the way. I put in the frequency. I want to use the Cat 3, so I'm going to put 109.05. 109.05. You can change it on the way, I believe. I think it's about time I started playing around with that. The course going into Manchester is 052. 052, and that's then there. That's that done. What else do we need to do here? I think that's pretty much all we need for the moment. Init page 2. Where is init page 2? Okay, page 2. You see this one? I'll do. I'm not going to really play around with that at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Next page. Is there another page? No. Great. So we're all set up for the moment. I know there's more to this. Let me see. There's a lot more to this flight management computer. It takes up apparently most of people's types of ratings. Performance. Yeah, this is sort of stuff I have to play around with now. I've done this before. I don't know. Is it 150 something? I just got to put it in here for the moment. until I get some proper figures. I know this is a bit too fast. 163. It depends on our weights, etc., etc. That will do for the moment. And that's it. There's something else I want to check as well. That would be performance a little bit more. Is there anything I've missed here? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's on the way. That's what coming into ILS 5 right, which I believe. Let's have a look at this. I have Navigaph here. It's 5 left. It's 5 left as Cat 3, isn't it? So can I change that in here? I think I go to flight plan. Or do I go to approach? See. Oh, we just do what we've got. We'll take that. We'll take that for the moment. We'll worry about that later. Let's just get going and worry about it. That's the director there getting restless. We'll sort that out when we get to it. I put the director cam on because the director has just walked out. Okay, we'll wait till the director comes back. All right. That's enough for the flight management computers. Wind shear on. Oh yes, predicted wind shear now. I don't know if this is set up with the sim. Okay, I'll give you the cam here. No, Herr Director, please. No, you're not supposed to be doing that, Herr Director. I'm trying to get you a view here. Herr Director. The Herr Director was going for the bin. So I leave that I leave that camera on for your entertainment as you're all getting onto the airplane. The director does not like to be ignored in any fashion. So hopefully, yeah. Look, cockpit door locked. Okay, we should hope so. Yeah. Okay. Let's get it. Yeah. Okay. There he goes. There he goes. Or she goes. Yeah, wreck the place. Now, so you set up a bar marker. Oh yeah, what's the Q and H here? Q and H is quite important. Q and H. I'll actually look it up on the phone here. What I have here is I'm using AeroWeather. This is what real pilots use. This is what I use for my flights in the real world. On the little things, we are in Echo Hotel Romeo Delta. And the QNH here is 1022. So we want QNH 1022. Nice high pressure today. It's a nice sunny day where I am at least. And obviously in Rotterdam as well. No, I want hectopascals because that's where I'm from. That is set there. VOR we're not using. Altitude. Okay, we'll worry about that. Speed heading. It's a card. Okay, we'll leave that out for the moment. Right, startup preparation. Let's get on with it. Let's have a quick look at the Johnny F73 says hello. Hello, what is this then? It's a random stream, Johnny F73. It's a random stream. I'm in the Airbus, and we are going to Manchester from Rotterdam. Hope he's not aggressive. No, she's not. She's not aggressive. Can you see in the camera there? Can you actually see? It should be 1026 on the QNH. Well, I'm getting the actual real readings from the actual station in Rotterdam, but let me confirm it. 1022. Yeah. This has never failed me. It's called AeroWeather. Let me know where you got yours. Maybe this is wrong. Okay, good. Now, the Microsoft Flight Sim has a little bit of a delay, so it depends where you're getting your weather from. Okay, APU master. Oh, flight directors both on. Yes, they are. Let's flick on. Let's get rid of the ground power. APU master. APU starter. Let's check that it's starting here, and it just automatically flicks to the screen here. Let's turn up the brightness so you can see it. Good. Kicking off. Let's have a quick look at the sounds there in the back. Ooh, I can hear it very well. I can hear it very well indeed, folks. Good, good, good. Okay. That's very loud in my ears. How loud is that for you on the stream, folks? Is that too loud? Is that drowning my voice out? So there's APO on. Now we want to switch some stuff off because we don't need our external power anymore. And of course I lost my place to the checklist just for the moment. Crew oxygen supply. Now, yes, I forgot this last time. It doesn't seem to simulate it, however. The crew oxygen supply is here. And you test the mask you put on as well. If one of the pilots has to leave the cockpit, the other one apparently has to don their oxygen mask, just in case something happens. Well, the other one was in the toilet. APU master on, okay, fine. Oxygen supply, fuel pumps. We want to switch on all the fuel pumps, otherwise we're not going anywhere. So the fuel pumps are here. Well, good, good, good. Air conditioning on, okay, don't worry about that. Nav lights on. Navigation lights, no. Let's put the logo on. The logo's on already. Is there on nav lights? Jeez, they've got so many lights, folks. Strobe, yeah, fine. Beacon, wing light. Oh, that's on. Nav and logo is on. Okay, that's fine. Once the APU is complete, it's on. External power off. External power is coming off. We're still good to go. Beacon light on. Well, yeah, because we're going to start the engines, aren't we? Hey, you don't want the strobes on. Beacon light on. Actually, it's already on. Okay. Engine mode selected to start. Okay, let's kick off the engines. Let's get the push back. Well, we don't need to push back because, you know, but let's make sure all the stuff's gone. You know? All the stuff's gone, all the passengers are loaded, and of course, I've got to move forward and then we're parked right under the wing. Great. So, look, it's not really quite realistic, but we can get the old external power truck to go, can't we? So let's see if we can get them all to go away. Let's go into ground here. Request, no. Yes, end, please. I don't want the ramp connection. That's done, that. Okay, great. So we'll just move ahead. So we'll just start our engines up straight away. Right, so engine number 2. That selector isn't working on my physical controls, which is quite annoying. So there we go. Oh, no. Back it to start, and then start. See, it's a bit of a bug with the thrust master. There we go. And is there something I know there's something I've forgotten. And it's bleed air, because I'm thinking you need bleed air to start the engine. Switching that off. You need bleed air, and I did not do that. Did I miss that in the checklist? Let me check. Turn power off. Right. Yeah, I didn't see that in the checklist. Maybe I missed it. I won't go looking for it. APU bleed should be on. That's why nothing was going to happen. Kind of felt that. When I pressed those buttons, I was going in the back of my head, you know, something wrong. Where's no, APU bleed we don't need. That's off. Oh yeah, APU, we need APU bleed on. I'm trying to remember where the APU bleed is. I'll find it and I'll remember the next time. APU. Max feed. Bleed. Down. Oh, here we go. Down a bit. Everyone helps me. Down a bit. APU. I'm going to see it and I'm going to be very, very sad with myself, folks. APU Oh, there it is. It's in air conditioning. So it can't be in air conditioning. But it is. Boom. So that will suck air to the engines. We need air to move the engine. Now we can get started. So I said move it to crank. Or ignition start. And engine 2. Of course, it's that bug again. Go on. Now, let's get some indications. I hear noises. There we go. Let's have a look outside. The sounds are very, very good on starting the engines. You hear it kick in all of a sudden. If the volume is good. Thank you, Johnny F. That's the sound I'm looking for. That's the sound. The engine kicking off. Let us go and start the next engine. Very nice. Engine number 3. There we go. Very nice. Now we're going to be switching off the APU because we don't necessarily need that. Okay, good. I don't hear the angry dogs, you know. I don't really... Oh, I heard some new sounds there. I did update this since. The angry dogs for the hydraulics, I think it is. Okay, the left is good. And the right's kicking off. Okay, we got engine start, folks. Let's have a quick look at the comments. Windage. Hello, Windage. I haven't seen you about for a while, but welcome back. Windage, unless I missed you. Unless I just didn't, because we had quite a lot of comments last Sunday. First time catching on an Airbus 320 stream. Nice livery. Oh, thank you, Windage. Thank you very much. 7-month subscriber is Windage. Thanks. Been on a trip. Ah, quite well. Look, flights and we come and go, don't we? You kind of come and go. You know, new stuff comes out, you get back into it again, and then you fade away. That's how flight sim works. It's a hobby. You know, it's a hobby, really. Anyone disagree? Now, okay, so that's that done. Now let's switch off the APU. Now we can switch off the APU bleed. So you've got to take your time. And the APU master comes off as well. We don't need him. Happy days. Before taxi, transponder to set to... Now, it says transponder set. You see, I think that should be on standby still. Probes, window heat on auto. Let's put the window heat on the icing section there to warm up the windows. If you want to get a bird strike, you want to have pliability in those windows, don't you? Where's the icing? Wing, there we go. That's speedo heat as well. Spoilers armed, so let's on this for the go around, or for aborted takeoff. Spoilers armed, flaps takeoff, which is setting 1. Anti-ice, okay, we'll leave that because, you know, let's see if we get any icing. Auto brake set, so that's for eject takeoff. We put it on max, I presume. Nose light, oh god, there's so many lights. Taxi, nose light onto taxi. Where are you? There we go, and runway turn off lights on. And parking brake off, and let's move. Chrono start. Okay, so let's start off the chrono. Weather radar, yes, of course. I do like the weather radar. It does please me. The weather radar is just this switch here, which I thought was unusual. You know, the weather radar is on my side. We leave it off. We leave the train radar here. Hopefully you won't need the train radar. That would be a bad sign if you saw something there and start the chrono. Take off, check in. Okay, so let's taxi then. Let us taxi, and I'll stop at the taxi to do the rest. Is the chrono started? There it is. Right. Let us move forward then and taxi. Let's presume we got permission to taxi and wait for runway 06. Oh, who's that there? Someone's with us as well. USO is back with us. Greetings, USO. We'll come back out and we'll say hello to everyone once we're at the cruise. Let's move forward a little bit. Very, very sensitive in these throttles. I didn't take the parker brake off. Good. Now we'll move forward nice and gently. Now, I would say we're going to come out here because we don't want to go near any obstacles. And I can take a left and then a right. Runway 06. Okay, great. Good. I find that once you take the power back to idle, then you'll just taxi along. I don't know if that's like in the real world or not, but it's like in some aircraft, some prop aircraft, you know. Just leave them at idle, and if you're on asphalt, you'll taxi along nicely. Okay, now I've got out a bit of power. Some turning. I'm going to use all the runway. Now, there is one thing I do notice. There's something I haven't done. And I'm going to tell you what that is shortly. I'll tell you now. See the magenta line here? That is not... There's something I haven't done here. Anybody know what that is? Oh, Black, hello. Is that Black? Black Ice. Greetings, Black Ice. Welcome. And then there's Swift as well. Welcome, folks, to the stream. I'm learning the Airbus. And I've left something out. Something hasn't happened. This line for takeoff should be magenta. Now, I don't know much about it. I need to study up a little bit. Now, let's hold here at V2 and get the rest of our checks done. Let's just make sure we get in that yellow line. So we're at, let's just turn around here and just go to a nice gentle halt. Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that sign. Okay, we're good for 06. There's someone ahead there in the Gripper Sim livery. Look at that, folks. Very nice. So I'm going to put the parking brake on. You should do this while you're rolling. You know, but there you go. Okay, so as you enter the runway, your nose light goes to take off. Correct me though. If you know more about this than me, I'm learning. So I'm all ears, folks. Nose light. I thought the nose light was on taxi. It's just a bit awkward there. Do stop. No, okay, that's on takeoff then. All right, fine. We want the landing lights on. Come on. It's a bit fiddly. Are they on already? They're on already. They shouldn't have been. That's when I set up the sim that had them on already. This is why you do a pre-checklist when you get into the cockpit. Where are my terminals? Okay, fine. TCAS. Unless you're rolling on, you get your TCAS on. I'm going to have a look at the comments now to see what I've missed. Is there anything else forgotten there? Transponder? All good? We're on TCAS? Is there something I'm missing there? No? Okay, let us have a look at the comments and see what I've missed. Turn engines back to the middle, of course, yeah. Well done. See, did I switch that back? No. I did not. Swift Para TV said, did you file the flight plan? No, I didn't. I'm not on any kind of fancy stuff like that. You have heading select on. Also, you need to set your altitude besides that. Yeah, so all the autopilot stuff I've ignored. So altitude, we're going to go to, I think we'll just say 5,000 feet is the transition altitude. Well, let's do it properly. You know, I kind of skipped that bit, didn't I? We'll just say 5,000 feet because it depends on ATC. So let's just put 5,000. So initial altitude is 5,000 feet. You have heading select on. God, I do too. Look. See, all that stuff should be checked. There we go. Thank you. And that was from Swift Para TV. Swift, thank you very much. Yeah, this can. Let me write that down because I didn't autopilot. There's nothing in here with the autopilot in this checklist, is there? Autopilot. I'm going to put this in here. Autopilot. I have a bit of paper here in front of me. Asterisk. Autopilot. Set. Usually you want 3 dots across the screen besides heading speed. Okay, good. You know your stuff. He does. He does indeed. And we always have someone who knows our stuff. This is how I learn on the stream, folks. We're all learning, you know. Brilliant. So we're ready to go then, folks. Everyone's waiting to see if I can take off or not. We don't know. We'll see. Okay, everything else is set up. So brakes are off. That would be clever. Now, when I take off, I'll climb up a little bit. I'll keep the magenta line and hand fly for a little bit. Then I will switch Autopilot 1 on. And is that going to work? Yes, speed, good. That's all automatic, 5,000 feet. Initially, Q&H set at 1022. And that should be all good. So I don't anticipate any problems. Unless anybody, let's have a look here at YouTube, because those comments are actually coming from. Did you follow the full checklist? No. Because this is it's a simplified one, to be honest with you. I'll have to get the full checklist out. Did we get this runway second off? Okay, so we're gonna head about a heading of after takeoff about 310. Right. After takeoff checks. Okay, we'll put that one. Okay, let's go. I can power, nice and gently. Nice and gently. Good. Good man. And off he goes. Off he goes. You can fly alongside if you like, folks. Will we do a rolling start like you know some airlines do? Yes, we will. No, I'll stop because you know you can line up and wait, can't you? You can't. There's someone ahead there again. I'd love it when there's other traffic coming to a halt. Oh! Someone skidded around. Got a bit slippy sidey there. Yeah. Where is my tags? Okay, let's just go. 50%. It's very sensitive on the old. There we go. We got 50%. Good. That's all stable and all that crack. Okay, full power all the way. Remembering to take it back to climb detent after takeoff. Airspeed's alive. Let's hope I haven't messed anything up. I think everything will be fine. I've no departure set, so I'll just have to do it myself. V1's like 159. Let's just V1 here because, yeah. Oh, I was a bit slippy slidey as well. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. 15 degrees. I'm going to take a gentle left turn after about 500 feet. I thought it would be higher than that now. Okay, there's a whole lot of stuff to be done here. So I'm going to turn and continue climbing. I'm going to take the power back to climb. Now, there's got to be an altitude where you do that at. That's nice. 15 degrees. Flaps coming up. Good. And let's get on the... Oh, look, the view's fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Gears up. Flaps are up. Lights next. After takeoff. Nose light, landing light. Okay, let's go to the next stage of the checklist and level off here. Speed's good. After takeoff checklist, gears up, flaps are up. Maybe lower the nose a bit. Come on. I'm getting a little bit slow there, I feel. Flaps are up, spoilers disarm. Thrust climb, autopilot. We'll do that in a second. Nose light off and runway lights off. Nose light off. And runway light. The runway lights. They're awkward to find. They are awkward to find. Oh, I went right to my transition, didn't I say? I was going to 5,000 feet. That's why you have two pilots on board. One to fly and one to look at the switches. Because I was looking at the switches, and we'll say it's now 7,000 feet. We're clear to fly. No! Go away. you doing? Go on. Autopilot. Let's get the autopilot on. No. Now we're golden. See, the autopilot is coming on, I don't think, because it's not climbing. Interesting. Why aren't we climbing now? Yeah, once you learn the flows, UCOD is saying it becomes easier now. I don't fly this enough to get used to the flows, but I'm getting better. I am getting better. Altitude, please. Just... It hasn't quite kicked in, the autopilot there. Let's just get... It doesn't seem to have anyway. I'm not climbing. Check the altitude dial if you can. Click the altitude dial. That's kind of annoying. Never happened to me before. Now it's going. Maybe it's because I had the vertical speed selected. That's why. We're climbing up now to 7,000 feet. So you can see how easy it is to bust stuff when you're looking in for lights up here. That's why the lights bother me. I just want to go flick flick, you know. What was that light I was looking for? I was looking for... the runway lights. Let's check my speed here. I was looking for the runway lights. You know, see, that's why I have to practice. Runway lights. There's one here. Runway turn off lights. Okay, I'm not going to worry about lights. So we're golden. Ooh, look at that. Let's have a look outside and then have a look at the comments. So step away from the aircraft there, and we're going to start climbing again shortly. We just presume we're... Let's get a better closer look. Oh, look at the sun there setting. Okay, let's have a look at the comments. Thank you very much for that, Swift. Thank you very much. RW was off, Neil says. Nose to off. I need to get a proper checklist that everyone else is using. What? There we go. No, that was... I can off after 10,000 feet. There we go. Hooray! There we go. There's the nose light off. And that is pretty much everything. Climb. We want to set... when we go past 10,000 feet, we want to start... Or the transition altitude. So we just say the transition altitude's there. No, I don't want that. I want... No. 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 Yes, standard. So I kind of messed up the transition there a little bit, did I? Let's climb up to, I said, about 32,000 feet. I think I said, didn't I? 30,000 feet. Let's just zoom in here a little bit. The great thing about Flight Simulator, I notice, is if it's bumpy, you know the way I've got to be very, very good with the dial here. It's hard to keep it the same place, but when you zoom in, it keeps it still. So 32 is fine, and up we go. Boom. No? No, doesn't like that. Why am I having problems with the autopilot today? Not sure both your landing lights are off or retracted. Is that not after 10,000 feet? There we go, now we're climbing. I thought I would have seen the dot there. You know? See, this is just little details you need to know. And this auto throttle is kicking in. Yeah, auto throttle is on, that's all fine. Now, I'd like the lights for this here. There should be lights here, and I've missed the lights on. There we go! Yeah, I missed the lights there. Good, happy days. Anti-ice, I'm going to leave that off and see what happens. Seatbelt sign off after 10,000 feet, is it not? it doesn't mention anything about the takeoff lights. I thought it was 10,000 feet you switched them off on. No? Well, okay, let's put them off and track. It would make sense to have them off earlier because they're just causing drag, so I retracted the lights there. And we're golden. Now to the flight plan. Don't activate the approach phase just yet, I don't think. This is where I'm a little bit scratchy. Flight plan. So here I believe it tells me my distance for the entire flight, 260 nautical miles. So let's just see if that counts down there. We're at Lasmo now. That looks all good. Let's zoom out. No, we're coming to Lasmo is the next waypoint. I love the TCAS. See the TCAS here? It's is that 9,000 feet above us? He's descending. And he's descending. I love the TCAS. That's very interesting. Is the seatbelt sign off? Well, I suppose we're above 10,000 feet, so let's stick to the checklist. There we go. Right. This is a smoking flight. You can smoke. No one's allowed to smoke. Cruise. Okay. Check ecam. Check weather. Okay, the weather is. We're going to do all that now in a second. I'm going to get everything out of the way early so I can chit chat. Second approach. Okay. Now this approach. Let me just have a look at the comments first here on YouTube. Neil, welcome. Push altitude. Okay, we got there, Neil. Thank you. When you select alt, you have to pull for open climb or descend. Yeah, I was doing that because it's usually, you know, it's usually, see the little arrow, so it's push for the aircraft to take control and pull for you to take control manually. So it just didn't work for me. You know, I don't know, maybe I was pressing it the wrong way. Wouldn't it be nice to have the physical controls? Great. Let us see what you're all saying here. Click that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay. Excellent, folks. Right. So we're all good. I would like some sort of another light here. Isn't there another light? That's just my light. Is there another light for a dome light up here somewhere? No? Is there not a dome light? Is there a dome light back here somewhere? No? Is there a dome light here? There we go. It's not facing forward though. Okay, well that'll do. Control L there, that's like a torch on the top of your head. Very nice. Okay, so what we'll want to be doing is get ready for the sun just coming through the windows now. What nice view of your photo, folks. Now, it's not lighting up the gripper sim livery, which displeases me. The tail, there's a tail light, and I want that lit. That just won't do. So, isn't that the Navan logo? No? I'm just putting the ring on. Right. Comments. Try a VR. You can use VR controllers for switches. Yes, Skipper. Yeah, I haven't used VR for a while. I have a lovely HP, the cool HP one anyway. I haven't used that for quite some time. I can't use it on the stream because obviously that's my face and I can't use controls, which yes I will. Even more hectic. Did you see the headwind? The headwind A320 Nero, A330. Yeah, I kind of downloaded that. Oh, Smurf, welcome. Smurf is here. Smurf, welcome to First Lieutenant. Smurf. Thank you so much, Smurf. Really, wow. Greetings, Smurf. I like your little logo there of the Smurfs. I haven't seen the Smurfs there for quite some time. Remember that program, the Smurfs? No? Thank you so much. I didn't go being for Smurf there, which is very annoying. And Anton 2 days ago super chatted €5. Thank you very much, Anton. I don't know if you're watching now. I think I thanked you the last time. Smurf has become a member. Great, Smurf. That's what an honour. What an honour. Now I'm hoping as the guys that know a lot about these things, the Airbuses and whatnot, I'm learning a little bit every time. Today I want to run at least one thing in every stream. Now there's a lot of work in it. I'm going to watch a lot of YouTube videos of the real thing, but I do want to. I'm really good at the Airbus and then we'll set up and stuff. Hopefully. Did you ever thought you'd see that? There's Icarus. Welcome, Icarus. Icarus is flying EC-17A with us as well. Let's see how else we can see who's following along. Oh, we've got quite a few. We've got USO, Johnny F, Tarnish, I don't know if you're with us, Rolf, and we have Eyelash. Who else do we have that I can recognise? A lot of people here today. Remember, you're all welcome to join North European server, by the way. This is a quick trip, so I'm going to be. Rotterdam isn't that far away, so I better see. You'll get behind the aircraft, and it's all over. Right, so now the thing I wanted to learn today, right? I have selected the ILS for the left runway. I want Cat 3, right? So as far as I'm aware, let's see if I remember this. If I hit the destination here, click that, and I go arrival, and I can change that to, I want the VOR Cat 3. The Cat 3 is, bear with me. So I'm going to change my approach. In Microsoft, I selected 05 right. So I want to make sure I have 05 left, which is Cat 3. And I get to use 2 autopilots in Autoland and see how that works. Because that didn't work for me the last time very well. Which was my own fault. So 05 left. 05 left. Approach available. So I think I've selected that one then. 05 left. Transition in is 5,000 feet. Oh, what have we done here? What have we done? See, this is something you should be doing on the ground. Okay, so it's selected, no? Okay. Does yellow mean selected? I would like to see it being green. You know, let's have a look at performance. Arrival. Okay, meaning the temperatures and stuff. So I have. Great. 05 left is selected. Let me just check what everyone's saying here, because probably all going, no, you've done it the wrong way. You're going to mess everything up. Nice to be here, Smurf. Oh, thank you, Smurf. Also, Smurf says, if you want to join, how would I find you? Okay, Smurf, what happens there is, right, I'm always on the North European server in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay. You'll see on this stream, I've given her, and the name of the stream, it's Rotterdam to Manchester. Okay, so even if you go into the map now, because we're on our way. Before I start, I'll tell you. You'll see. Just started Echo Hotel Romeo Delta in this case, which is Rotterdam. But even so, if you're late, okay, you go. Make sure you're on the North European server. Just go in between Rotterdam and Manchester on the map. You know the map when you're selecting your flight, and you'll see me there on the map. Also, friend me on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I will accept it as always. So go into Microsoft Flight Simulator, look for friends, and select Ripper Sim, and I'll select it. That might make it easier for you. But you'll still see me. You see a group of us on the way, between Rotterdam and Manchester. On Sundays, before the stream, I always send it out on the Discord. Let me give you an invite for the Discord. I'll get you an invite here for the Discord. Where is it? Can't tell. No, it's a message I don't need. Invite people. Okay, so I'm going to give you an invite for the Discord there. Copy the Discord. I put a message on the Discord as well, okay? And we all chat and everybody helps each other out. It's just a nice little community, okay? So Smurf, here comes the link. If you're on PC, if not, just if not, it's on the YouTube. There's an invite in all my YouTube videos in the description below as well. That will also work for you, and you'll see us. Shuffle Shoes is with us as well. Shuffle Shoes, how are you? Shuffle Shoes is with us as well. Happy days. Now I better concentrate. So weather, all right, weather. Let's get the weather. How many miles have we got to go here? It usually tells me here on flight plan. I would say about 100 miles I need to start descending at. What is it? It is 190. Okay, so we've got about 99 miles to go before we start descending. 05 left. Happy days. Great. And I'll confirm later on as we go. Just get the basics out of the way. So, weather. Let us go into MCDU menu. Let us go to Atsu. Let us go to AOC. And weather request. WX stands for weather and aviation. WX request. And I'm going to select the weather. Send me for both, please. I only need Manchester. It's queued. It's sent. Wait for a second. Come back to messages received. No messages yet. So it takes a little bit. Yeah. Come on, it should take that quick. Let's do that again. Sent messages. You can look and see what you sent. Obviously not. So, weather request. Did I not do that right? Oh, great. It's gone now. EGCC. Send the damn weather, please. Sent. Okay, it takes a little bit of time. No. Go back. Receive messages. There we go. There's the weather. We've got everything. Let's print it out. So, oh, don't crash, please. It crashed. Microsoft Flight Simulator crashed. Why would you do this to me, Microsoft Flight Simulator? I thought that was going quite well. Okay, so you're going to see another departure. We're going to see another departure. That's very annoying. What can I do? Oh, it's hello. That's very, very displeasing. See, we've just crashed there. I'm not pleased about that at all. Yes, that is not good. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to kick off the flight plan. We could do our little intermission thing if you want it. We're an hour into it already. That's very disappointing. That is altogether very disappointing. Microsoft, stop that. You know, I think in the next update they're going to spend all the time on the bugs. Who wants to stream if it keeps crashing, really, you know? So, I'm not pleased. Jumping Pidgey. Oh dear. Yes, oh dear is right. Rolf is with us. What's this? Continue normal mode. He's on. Let me see. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. Unluckily, they said with the next sim update they'll focus on crashes. Yeah, they really need to spend all the time on that. Did it to me last night, Neil says. Save the flight when set up. Yeah, I just started up Control E and we'll bang it out very quickly. I won't do many checks. I won't go to the whole checklist and bore you to tears with that. So we got another departure and we'll zoom out of here and you'll see all the mistakes I make because I'll rush everything. We could take an intermission, but no. Will we take an intermission and have it all ready in 5 minutes so you can go to the toilet? Because I need to go to the toilet as well. So what we'll do is I'll load this up. We'll get ready and I'll do a quick intermission and I'll be back in exactly exactly 5 minutes. So the intermission begins now. 5 minutes.
And now, let's enjoy an intermission. We hope you filled your snack bar full of tasty treats to eat and drink. Perhaps a tempting tasting hotting dog, or a thirst-quenching sugar drink. Some fresh crunching popping corn perhaps, or an assortment of sugar-coated sweetness. Even enjoying a sickness stick. We've plenty of time, so visit your snack bar now. See now, Mr. and Mrs. Barker enjoying and gorging on the lovely treats with their lovely children. You could be doing this too, you still have time. And for those of you tea lovers, let's have a look at some tea-making tips. Yes, the most important tea-making tip, of course, when you have time, is to use the right mug. Yes, the right tea mug is always the right way. Look for the Grippersim tea mug. Yes, it makes your tea taste 20% better. Now, don't worry, you still have plenty of time to make your cup of tea. Mrs. Ainsley Creetrap, what do you think of drinking a cup of tea from the Grippersim mug as opposed to the normal mug?
Lovely. It's not everyone who can make a good cup of tea.
Splendid, Mrs. Ainsley Crabtree. Now, here are the ladies discussing the 6 points of making a good cup of tea, and of course the Grippersim mug will be included. Which number will it be?
Can I remember them?
Of course you can. Try now.
All right, here goes. Number 1.
Obviously the Grippersim mug.
Always use a good quality tea.
Yes, of course.
Good. Number 2. Always use freshly drawn water. Right?
Number
3. Remember to warm the teapot or urn.
Everyone knows that one. And number 4.
Measure the right quantity of tea
Bugger.
for the amount of water in the pot.
Very good.
Number 5. The water must reach boiling point. Pot to the kettle, not kettle to the pot. And the last rule, number 6.
Here we go.
Let the tea brew for 5 to 10 minutes.
Damn your
before
eyes,
serving.
woman. God bless. Grippersim tea mug.
Where does it all start? Sometimes here, with an acid stomach, or here, with tense, upset digestive nerves. It may even reach here, with that fuzzy, achy feeling in the head.
Are you suffering from intermission anxiety? It's the acid tension trouble triangle you're suffering from. Yes, now there's a new anti-intermission liquid, Peptus Liquid Elixir. It will break that bothersome intermission trouble triangle. It is fast-acting liquid, has no need to wait for it to dissolve as it's in liquid form. With unknown ingredients, it will settle acid in your stomach and those nasty intermission blues. Side effect of Peptus may include constipation, skin rash or dermatitis, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, severe migraines, insomnia, suicidal thoughts, abnormal heart rhythms, internal bleeding, cancer, loss of sexual appendages, funny walk syndrome, loss of hair, reddening of the hair, big red nose syndrome, whitening of the skin, unusual voice patterns, childish behaviours, a propensity to blow up balloons, death. Break that intermission trouble triangle with Peptus. Yes, Peptus available somewhere.
Just a minute, folks. Yes, that's all it takes to visit our refreshment counter in the lobby. There you'll find popcorn and an assortment of popular candy bars to please every taste. Try one of these delicious candy bars. Big time.
Ingredients include chemicals derived from petroleum,
Butternut,
preservatives including sodium benzoate and sulfur dioxide, no nuts included,
milkshake,
including wood pulp and duck feathers as fillers,
payday,
including propylene glycol, carcinogenic flavorings, including trace elements of starch, strychnine and
topped
lead.
with Hollywood's super rich coating of the kind you like best. They taste wonderful, they're delicious, they're nutritious. Get one at our confection counter in the lobby now.
And now a word from our esteemed producer. Such kind words. And now back to our normally scheduled programming. Yes.
Yes, I'm back. I'm back. And we're going to go quickly and get back on board. That worked out quite well, the timing, didn't it? Let us go. We want the nice kind of... We had a really nice... Things were going well there, folks, weren't they? I'm just pleased a little bit. Don't do that. Okay, so fine. We want live weather, please. Good. The flight plan is all set up. Look, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Set up our autopilot. I said 5,000. We said 5,000 feet was the transition altitude. Fine. Good. Heading. No, that should be that. That should be that. That should be that, please. What? Flight directors are on. Maybe that happens after we take off, I presume. So everything's good. Everything's set up, I hope. I'll just put on the light. Oh, look, we'll worry about that when we're going. So if you've just joined us, I had a crash to desktop, so we had to start again. So we had a quick intermission, folks. So let's just go and hope for the best. Yeah. Are the controls working? Yes, reverse is going. All the detents are fine. Flaps to number 1. We've got a reject takeoff. We've got a radar on. We've got our TCAS on. Both engines are start. No, number 1. It's beeping at me for some reason. I don't know why. We'll find out in a sec. That's because I added power there. It's giving out about the config. So we want to take off config, which I forgot the first time. Good. We want to take the parking brake off. We're golden. We're ready to go. David, the pilot. Yeah, it is a flight. That's our intermission. So for people wanting to go to the loo. Right, let's go. Full power. We'll do the 50% thing. Good habits die hard. Good. That's stable. Yeah, okay, fine. That's about 50%-ish. Full power. And we're off. I've probably forgotten loads of things, but we'll have fun trying to figure it out. Can you all hear me? I think you can. Let me have a read of the comments here. Maybe I should look at... I should have a look. I think V1's about 156 or something, I'm guessing there. Not far off it. Because that's not set, is it? No, probably not. So we'll worry about all the stuff when we're in the air. Pause the brake, gear up. Gear isn't coming up. Gear up, please. Oh, brilliant. There goes my side tech. Oh well. We just have to fly with the mouse. Gear's coming up. We'll take a nice gentle turn. No, 15 degrees, I think, is pretty standard here on the takeoff. No? 15 degrees. Let's brighten things up a bit as we go. So I'm going to catch up. There we go. I have some view. Not that. I have this. Oh, that. On the floor on the right. Okay, good. We'll switch on the autopilot now shortly. Speed. Why isn't that? Oh, I haven't got some things in the... Oh, I have. Okay. God knows what I've missed now. God knows. Let's put the autopilot on. I don't know if it's going to intercept from here. We'll see. Is it going to intercept? It's 30 degrees there. Okay, a little bit steep, I suppose, for passengers and all, but let's hope that works. Flight directors are both on. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't crash the desktop again. I'd be very upset if it crashes again. At the point I was looking at the weather, but I don't know if that was the issue. Other people have had crashes to desktops as well. Good level off, 5,000 feet now. The QNH, I said it was 1022 here. It was 1022. And good, we're going to level off now, 5,000 feet. Gears up, flaps up. All the lights coming up. I'm not going to worry about the lights just yet. Okay, strobes on. I'd like that on. I'd like the logo on. That should be a takeoff. I think it is. I'm not going to worry too much about the lights. Yeah, we're overspeeding by a great amount, folks. I didn't see the mistakes you can make. I didn't set the throttle to climb. That's what happens when you rush. Things happen very quickly. Interestingly enough, would the Airbus actually stop you from overspeeding? Would it, in reality? You don't want to come past V&E. You don't want to do that. Let's just check everything here. Those flaps up. No. Okay, my side tech is gone. Which is a pity. Because I flicked flaps up there. Okay, we're on our way, and it seems to be intercepting the nav. Let's go back to climb here. Let's assume we got climbing up to. We'll assume we got climb up to 30,000 feet. Anyway, 30,000 feet. We do. Begin climb. The climb is beginning. It seems to be steering correctly. God knows what I've left out, folks. We're the cloud. I did the push. I just started on the runway, so I'm presuming everything's. No, I didn't push on the window heat. I leave the icing off except for the probe heat and the window heat. Those lights have to come off now, don't they? I'll just switch those off. Switch those off. Get rid of the line. I thought it was 10,000 feet. I don't know. Just take them off at 10,000 feet. Lights. Good, great. Some lightage. I'm going to read the comments now in a sec. I can see in the corner of my right eye that there's lots of comments coming in because there's lots of stuff I forgot to do. It's such a quick departure. Let's get some lightage down here. Set up. It's going to get dark. It's going to get dark very quickly. Oh, we hear bing bing, and it hasn't displayed again. I'm very annoyed about that. Oh wow, Timberwolf, nice one, Timberwolf. I was looking for the name Tim. Timberwolf, welcome, and thank you very much for subscribing after the crazy madness of a big crash to desktop. If you've just joined us, this over here is our producer. He runs the whole show. Or she does. I keep doing that. And Smurf 4 became a member as well. And before that, that was 2 days because Antine's super chatted. So thank you very much for all the follows and stuff, guys and girls. So now we're on our way again. Now to the comments. Tibbo, thank you very much. I'm sorry to display the screen. It's doing that more and more often. And I'm going to have to fix that tomorrow. I'm going to have to spend the day sorting that out. Because there's another one now. See, it comes after. That is Black. Black Gable, Blackie? I'll call you Blackie. Blackie for following. Thank you very much. I'm delighted you enjoy the stream, Blackie. I intend to come on more often during the week, so great. Now, let's hope it doesn't crash again. That's from Alan. Neil Rock for press your speed management. That's from Neil Brook, and I think I did that, didn't I? No, I didn't. The auto throttle isn't engaged. That's why. The auto throttle isn't engaged. There we go. That's what happens on such a quick takeoff. We're at stand. We're climbing up to 30,000 feet. Good. Happy days. The tents are set correctly. Flaps are up. Gears up. Anything else I've left out there, folks? No? Anything else you can think of? Okay. Now, where was I? I was trying to get the weather for Manchester to put all the stuff in. Now, the approach is a bit weird. But I don't know if it's a real approach. I use flight sim to set up the approach, okay? And I don't know. We'll see. Look, when things go wrong, that's what pilots are paid for, isn't it? So, and I learned something there. There was something else I wanted to learn. Oh yeah, I've learned today how to change the approach. So, if you go to flight plan, now tell me, guys, that those of you who know, let us all know if I'm doing something wrong, okay? So let's say here's my destination. If I hit the destination here, if I want to change my approach, click on that and hit arrival, and I can select any of the other arrivals. Can I down arrow that, or do I go across? I'll go across. So select the stars and the arrivals, which is great. So if I wanted to go 03 left now, I just click on that button and confirm it, isn't it? Up. Oh, thank you. Oh, big burp. Big burp. There we go. So if I want to select another runway there, I can... It's indicating there, see? So I can select a different approach. And that's how you do that. Is that all you do? I wanted 05 left because that's a Cat 3. And I know that's a Cat 3 because I have Navigraph here. Oh yes, I've got to set up all my approaches and stuff. So yeah, let's do that now. Let's just capture some of that information here. 50 feet. What's the transition? 5,000 feet and that's directed by ATC. Okay, fine. So let us get our approach sorted out. That is in here, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's it'll come. See, if you look, flight number, okay. If you look at your instructions, what you've written down, and you know, if you remember it, it's easier to recall it the next time. The cost index doesn't seem to work on Flight Simulator. Cruise, we're at 13,000 feet. Not 3,000 feet. And it'll go on to temperature there. Okay, it's probably a bit late for that. That's fine. Next. Oh yeah, we should have done all this stuff, guys. All that stuff should have been done. Okay, so oh yeah, RadNav. 109.5. 109.5 checks out. Yes. Approach course 052. 052. That's our approach course. Great, and that's all we're using. Viewers 113.55. So I think that's it. Guys. Well, I know there's more to it. There's a lot more to it than I'm doing here. That's the climb. Activate approach phase. Is it, yeah. When do I activate the approach phase? That's up to real world video there. That's fine. Yeah, this is where I was. This is where I left off. So, we're fat, dumb and happy. We are fat, dumb and happy. It just gently sways a little bit, you know. I did notice that with the Flight Simulators. It just gives a bit of sense of... There's Johnny F starting again as well. Anok Lad and Icarus, and they've all come back to me. Thank you guys. Please God, this doesn't crash the desktop again. Or I'd be very sad. I'd be very sad. I can even hear the sounds changing in the headset, you know. It really is funny. Do I have real world weather on? Just pause here for a second. Give the guys to catch up. I think I put in... oh, there's digital. Don't forget I'll accept your friend requests if you're following us. No, I didn't need to do that at all, did I? That takes me a little bit out of the immersion. I don't like doing that. Real world live weather. Great. This weather is not good in Manchester. That. Now, look at that eye count. That's absolutely stunning. Into the cockpit. Now, I was about to print out the weather there. I don't have to print it out, but it's just a bit of fun. So there you go to MCDU, we go to ATSU, we want to go to AOC menu, we want to select the weather. This is where I crashed the last time. I don't think that's why I crashed though. Send it. Send it! Sent. So it takes a while. It does take a while. Let's look at the comments while that's happening. Hey, beautiful paint job, Timberwolf says. Yes, Timber, it is. And thank you very much again for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And you're a member as well. So that's brilliant. Sorry, you became a member, isn't it? Isn't it? I think. Yes, you did. What are the comments? It's always good crack on Sundays. Yeah, Sundays is a bit, the crazy madness happens on Sundays. Let's have a look here at YouTube. Okay, good. Now, let's see if that weather arrived, folks. Can you hear me good? Yes, you can. Great. Okay. So, back to AOC to print out the weather. Receive messages. There it is. And print it. This is where I crashed. Boom. don't print the weather in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Do not print the weather. Yeah, what a pain in the neck. I think what I'll do this time, this is why I think you watch the stream, to watch me squirm. I don't, you know, this is very sad. So I'm not going to print the weather again. That's a bug. That didn't happen before. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. It'll take 5 minutes to start it up because that's how long it took the last time. Seven says, what's up today? I keep crashing when I go to print the weather. Okay, so oh no, weather so bad it crashes the sim, says Rolf. Told you LOL, and I missed. You probably told me not to do that. I bet you that was from Abdul. You probably told me it further up in the comments, and I didn't see it. Don't print the weather. Yes. Alan's laughing as well, so that is very displeasing. Deep breath, Timberwolf said, and I, you know. USO says printing worked for me without a crash, but I'm not going to print any weather the next time. This is Johnny F says, this is what happened to me printing the weather. Okay, so this is all of a sudden a common error now in Microsoft Flight Simulator, folks. So on the next update, they're going to fix all the errors, I hope. Even if they spent 2 months before the next update fixing all the errors, that would be great, wouldn't it? Because everyone, you know, you can't be doing this. This is old school PC day stuff. Now, would this happen on an Xbox? Has that happened to anyone on the Xbox? Probably not. You know, so they really need to spend time fixing that. As you're watching me squirm out of complete and utter horror and embarrassment, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna finish this flight. It's gonna happen if I have to be here till 4 o'clock in the morning, which has happened before. I said it's gonna happen. I'm gonna finish the flight. And I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning one time. Well, I can't remember the video that was for. Well, I'm not. I could be here for days. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. Johnny F says, I think Xbox has its fair share of these issues. That was on Twitch. I can give you a Metar. Neil, no, it's okay because do you know what? I didn't need to print it out. It was just for fun because I actually get the real world Metars here on my phone. And if you don't, actually, guys, if you want to, right? Let me show you the icon. Look at the upper. You see the blue icon with the little wind veil? Can I get my mouse there to show you? Maybe. No, that's not going to work. But there is. It's this one here. It's called Aero Weather. If I can just put my finger there, so it's above my. No, that's not going to work either. It's that one there. All right, it's called Aero Weather, and that is what. I use for my weather in real life flying to get the METARs and all that kind of stuff. It's not everything, but it's one of the ones I use. It's called Aerofly. Aero Weather. It's called Aero Weather. I could have just done that. So, you know, all I do is put in the ICAO identifier, Echo Golf Charlie, Manchester, and I have it there. Not looking so good at the moment. So, you know, now also, if I hold this so you can read it, right? If you can kind of make out, there's a lot there. It's all in code. It's this weird code, okay? Which we learn for real life aviation. But the good news is you can hit decode and it gives it to you in English, you know? So that's why AeroWeather is very good. It's free as well, by the way. You don't have to, it doesn't cost you any money. We got another notification here. Updates. Oh, yeah, that's great. Now, okay, let's just jam this flight plan in. Let's just jam it in. We are going to. I'm going to be falling out doing this. Will I make it? You know, is it going to keep crashing? You know, where's Rotterdam? There, Johnny F is starting again with me. There he is. There. Look, I'm going to start the runway again. That's our departure. That's a departure. And we want to runway 6. Okay, fine. So arrival is. Echo Golf Charlie. That's Manchester. We want. I use low altitude airways. I don't know. You try high this time. Our approach into Manchester. What I could figure out, I didn't put an arrival. 05 left, I said. VORD, no, ILS 05 left. Boom. And this is, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. You go over the top, you come down, you turn around and back into it again. You know, I don't know. We'll wing it. We'll wing it. That looks like USO there. He's on that approach. Probably the same as me, I'm guessing. What else do I need to do? That's it. 36 minutes. Okay, it won't be too long because I'm going to start on the runway. With everything started up, and we're going to wing it on the way and hope to God that I don't mess it up. Great. Okay, so let's fly. Let's read the comments while that's loading. Is this a standard Microsoft Flight Simulator flight plan? Smurf, yes it is, actually. You've just seen it there now. It's quite quick to set up. It's nice and easy and straightforward. There's many ways of doing the flight plans, you know. Good stuff. Bakerfly says, who's also a member, by the way, it is happening more and more to all of us. We'll stay with you through it all. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bakerfly. I appreciate that as always. We'll push. We'll get through it. Maybe I'll learn another thing then. Maybe one of you guys will teach me another thing that I haven't done. Let's get in the air first. So the weather I want, live weather. I want the beautiful sunset. Because that's the actual time I started. So I'll do 1820. I will also, what did I forget the last time? Yes. Let's get the autopilot set up. QNH is 1022. Well, it was. Let's see what it is now. Let's just get it right. Echo Hotel Romeo Delta we're departing from. The QNH in the real world is... Oh, I can't read it raw anymore. I have to... Sorry, I can't read it decoded. 1022. 1022. Still. 1022. Good, good, good. We want to make sure our altitude, we're going to go to 5,000 feet initially. Oops, which is our transition altitude. Our speed, that will come online. Our heading will be nav, and this will be set. Good. And that's it, isn't it, folks? I've probably forgotten numerous things, but we're going to just go. Park and brake off. We're going to just go. Oh, God. Okay, good. Now, this time, I'm not going to forget what happened last time. I didn't take it from full power to climb. Full power, well, 50%. The usual thing that happens. Edge is stable, all that kind of stuff. Everything's fine. And then full power. Off we go. Feet on pedals. And let's hope this goes better. Third time lucky. Don't print the weather on Microsoft Flight Simulator. It'll crash. Ooh, I love the sound of the gear going over the lights. 120 knots, our speed's alive. Good and proper. I have no V speeds in here. V1. Rotate, eyes inside. Positive brake, gear up. Of course, the Cytic isn't working. I'll have to fly with the mouse. Gear up. Flaps to come. Okay, we'll wait for a bit for the flaps. 15 degrees. Let's take our turn to the left. 1,200 feet. Flaps, just take the flaps up before we turn anymore. Okay, you shouldn't take the flaps up in a turn, but I just broke all the rules. Okay, gears up. 15 degrees, not 16. There we go. I have it. Auto throttle is set. On a norm, if I had a proper departure set in, I could put on the autopilot straight away, but I didn't have it put in. But it, sometimes, as always, I'm looking out here going, wow, look at those graphics. Turn down 30 degrees. All good. Flaps up, gears up. Disarmed. Okay, fine. Just get some sort of a heading here. Oh, Neil is telling me that Neil Brock, welcome Neil, is telling me that Manchester Airport always directs you to the MCT VOR and Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. I wonder, is that real world? Do you know? I don't know. I'll have to look up the charts. So we're good. 5,000 feet. Oh, I've gone to 6. Brilliant. Okay, let's just keep climbing to... See how quick it happens? Let's keep climbing to 30,000 feet. I said 30,000 feet. Good. Boom. Autopilot on. What's it turning right for? Why are you turning right? Is it just that intercept it's taking? Let's see what happens there. Maybe I was too early. Okay, the speed wasn't quite set up there. Okay, that's fine. It's intercepting. Let's get some lights on. More lights here. And what are the lights have forgotten down here? You can't see anything. You can't. If I've not got the lights on, folks. Weather radar, is that on? No, it was not on. TCAS is on. What else have I to set up? Look, we're in the air now. It's like, you know, and let's switch to standard because we're going way past. No. 1013. Okay, we're on our way. Now. Yeah, Neil Rock saying, I think it uses ATC vectors in real life to the ILS. Do you know what? Yeah, I mean, during commercial training, which I'm going to actually start practicing 1 week and show you how I did it. It takes a bit of, you got to get sharp with it. We used to do the old school procedures manually, and that's all we did. These procedures. We were never given vectors. Ever. It was all procedures and you have to level off and lots of stuff to do. They never do that in real life. That never happens. I've never seen that in real life ever once. And all my friends who are in the airlines are going, we'll never fly like that ever again. Never. So yeah, it's usually vectors. Usually it's vectors. I'm sure some indications it is the procedures, but I've never heard of a pilot having to do the procedures again. Okay, so where are we? I want the weather. Oh yeah, I've got to put all the frequencies and stuff again now, don't I? So let's forget about it. Let's go back. Let us go back to flight plan. Let us just check. We've got 05 left in. Okay, that's great. And I've learned how to change that. RadNav, we need to go in there. We need to make sure approach course is 052. 052. Boom. It's got 109.5. 109.5 is the correct ILS. If we were not using. What else do we need? Is there anything performance we need? Yeah, this is where I left off. Okay, let's get the approach from my app for the real world for the weather. Not going to do those other ones. I'm not going near printing out the weather. Q&H, we want Echo Golf Charlie Charlie from Manchester. The Q&H presently is 1026. 1026. We can check that again as we get closer. The temperature is 13 degrees, which is standard, which is nice. Magnetic wind at 6 meters, which usually is 6 meters, is variable at 2 knots. 000. I believe it's 000 for variable. So the wind isn't a factor. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet unless directed by ATC. Let's confirm that. 5,000 feet unless directed by ATC. Okay, fine. So transition is 5,000 feet. No, clear that please. Boom. Barrow. Now that's isn't 50 feet. That isn't a barrow or a radio. We put the radio on. For Cat 3, if you don't see the runway by 50 feet, you're going around, which is bloody low if you ask me. 50 feet decision light for Cat 3, and we're going to go for Cat 3. Mr. Approach 3,500 stretch. Okay, great. Okay, so that's fine. Right. That's it there. What's the next phase? I'm sure I haven't even many things out here, but what else? Now I've learned one thing. I want to learn one more thing, so we're going to pay attention now shortly to the comments. Okay, that's fine. Great. Okay, so good. Let us have a look at the comments now. We're on our way again, folks. Let me just check how far we are in total. We're 258. I flew this earlier. It's going down. Great. It didn't go down. So we will start descending around roughly 100 kilometers out. Nautical miles. Sorry, kilometers. Nautical miles. So that's where we're going to start our descent. So I'm doing my descent. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're at 30,000 feet. I'm taking 30,000 feet and I'm multiplying it by 3. So 90 miles out at 10, 100 nautical miles. So that's when we're going to start descending. Good. So for the approach, we're in the cruise now, so we can do some checks and all that kind of stuff. So I'll worry about the rest of it later and we'll double check all that. Hi, Candy. Let's get the sun in our faces. Here's with the stairs. There's digital. Baker Fly's there. Rolf. Rolf is with us. Copter, I think it is. CA. Baker Fly's down there. Johnny F's down there. Everyone's starting with me again. I don't know about the rest. You might be new. So you might be getting further out. These are all other people flying randomly along. It's good. That's stunning. Look at the sounds. You know, with big stereo speakers or good headsets, makes all the difference. To the comments. Graham Byron, does your Logitech radio and multi-panel work on the Airbus? Just got it today and I can't make it work either. Logitech radio work on the Airbus? Yes, it does. Right? Graham, it does work. Now, when the system crashes and I don't reboot the machine, I don't know, it doesn't work after that, so I reboot the machine. But also, there's an app. I can't show it to you here. There is a driver you need to download from Logitech for Flight Simulator. I have the icon here. Let's see if I can get the information about Logitech drivers. I'm just going to do a search, probably the same as you. First, all the better. Forms here. It does work very well, even with the Bravo Control quadrant as well. The Bravo Control quadrant. Yes, it does work. If you just search for the drivers. I might make a video about that one of these days. Might have something here. Just be careful. Make sure you download it from Logitech themselves, you know. Links that are on Logitech. Anyone have those drivers there? I think, you know? No? But there are drivers, yes. It works very well for me. But after a crash like this, you know, it's intermittent. It's probably, I say it's intermittent because I've been doing stuff wrong. You know, I shouldn't have to load the drivers every time, but if a crash is like a read, I have to read mine. So I get that for you. Someone's going to comment on it there shortly. I keep looking. You'll see it's very obvious. It's in the Logitech website. Just can't remember where I got it. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. It's in the Logitech website. Radio panels. Not very good with finding. One of them will do, if I remember. Doesn't matter which one you take. Driver's keys. Excuse me here. Here anyway. I don't want to give you the link because it could be wrong. I'm not too sure. I think I got that somewhere else. But you can see in the stream someone might come up with it. Try the Microsoft Flight Simulator phones. I think that's where I got the drivers. Sorry folks. Sorry. Okay, let's get my window here for the comments on YouTube. Sorry folks. Right, back. Okay, I beg for I tell you my engines are a little louder outside. Hopefully they be. A quick fix for that is go into General Options. Go into sound. Thank you very much. You're all very welcome to tell me if you're not happy with the sound. Engines are very high, aren't they? So let's dump them down to 40%. Thereabouts. Apply and save. Let's see what that's like. Because I'll need to know that for Sunday. I think they're still a bit loud. The engines a little bit more. The one thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator, it does have a great deal. It does have a great deal of options for everything. That should be much better. Right, we're back. We're on our way. We are now over the sea. Oh dear, we don't. Oh wow, time flies. We're coming into Manchester. We're over the sea here, so. Oh damn. What? See, sometimes you hop out of the aircraft. We're going too fast. Yeah, what happens is another bug. The flaps go down. Oh, they didn't go down. That's only in that other aircraft. Auto throttle's on. It's all set. So why am I overspeeding? What's hanging out to cause me to overspeed? You know? Just bugs come out of nowhere, folks. Shouldn't be overspeeding like that. got the auto throttle on. 195, okay, we're good. Why is it over speeding like that? Interesting. Another bug perhaps? We've got quite a wind up here. It's saying there's no wind. Don't like that. Now you can manually decrease the speed to, let's say, 300 knots there. Set your speed and hit the arrow down, which is the button towards you. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that finger thing. I mean press the button towards you. Yeah, so I've manually set the speed to 300 now. Come on. No, I want 300 knots. Yeah, I just came back in there, and it's over speeding. No, I don't want that. I want 300 knots, please. I'm facing more bugs, folks, because this is just terrible. I didn't get away with it. The bloody throttle was at full bloody power. It was here. It won't work if you have it at takeoff power because I was rushing out. So you don't feel or hear the engines as much. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. I'm sure it's a common error, not the real thing, because you'd know about it pretty darn quick by hearing the overspeed. But that's what happened. Now it's slowing down, and now the autopilot auto throttle, I can trust it. So that's what happened there. So you've got to make sure that I've got to make sure that the tent is on climb. Okay, and I don't know about after when you're in the cruise. Do you take it back a bit? You know, does it matter? I think it actually moves on its own. I don't know. Yeah, so have it at least in climb or lower. Now, if I was sitting in the cockpit here on my defense, you know, not jumping outside and looking at comments and stuff, I would have picked that up pretty quick, wouldn't I? Do you know? Thank you, Johnny F. Now, what else can I learn? What else can I learn? Okay, have I got the... Did I do the weather thing here already? Did I do that quick? We've got 172 miles to go and start descending at about 100. Did we put in our RADNAV stuff? Yes, we did. So that's all done. We put in the weather. Sometimes it comes up and says activate approach phase, but that is gone now. So we've got 69 miles to go before we descend. Other than that, you just sit here. And as the checklist says, for the cruise, just monitor stuff, you know, set the QNH, the temperature, the winds. We did that. Did we do all that? Why not check again? And that is in, see, where was that? Was that performance? Is it performance? Yes, we have all that in. I said I checked the QNH again. Last time I flew this, the weather was absolutely spot on with the real world weather, with the tops and the lofts and stuff like that. So that's great. I'm sure the QNH is going to change that much over the time. So the QNH is... That's Manchester. That is 1027 now. 1027. Let's get that set up in here. 1027. 1027. I should have set it up here anyway. 1027. There we go. Happy days. That's 1,000 feet the difference. You know, which is interesting. which is quite a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. So the difference there between, is to be sure when you're flying, use a calculator, you never know. So 1027 minus 1023. So that's 14, and the difference multiplied by that by say 30 hectopascals. That's only 420 feet. The difference. And we're getting a reading of 31,000 feet here, plus change. So it's only 400 odd feet. I knew there's something wrong with that, so I don't know if that's a bug or me or what. I don't see any weather radar on. I would put it on, great. Transition altitude, we said 5,000 feet, we said. Landing config. Landing config, that is something I need to look into, okay. Descent, okay, so when we're descending, we want to get our altitude set, seatbelt signs on, anti-ice off. In a descent, it says here, anti-ice off. Well, typically in a descent of 30,000 feet, you're going to be flying through clouds. And this checklist is saying anti-ice off. I wouldn't be doing that in real life. QNH fine, we set that. And we're on 10,000 feet, landing lights on. Okay, and the rest is self-explanatory until I get to the inside of the runway, to the taxiway. So we just got, we have 50 miles to go. Now, anybody, any information of what I should be doing now? Push the knob on the standby interested, Sid says. Sid plays. Standby should be standard. Oh, I see. The standby. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That could be it. Sometimes you put them both on, so you want to put it on standard. That is just here. Yeah, it's on standard. There you go. So that's standard, which is 3,000 feet, and then the QNH would be. I'll switch it back. Very nice. I just don't like the difference there. Maybe I'm doing something wrong myself. Let's do the altitude, etc. Okay, great. So that's standard as well. We'll do that. We want, when we're approaching, okay, let's run through it. First of all, I want constraints on. That would be nice. I don't think the Airbus does lateral navigation yet, does it? No. So we are now 144 nautical miles away. So we've got 40 miles to go. So we're going to set our descent to our initial descent. Let's say 5,000 feet. We've got to then, when we get towards the ILS, we will want to then, I believe, put on the localizer at some point, and definitely the LS landing systems on here. And then when I'm happy, we're below the glide slope and coming into it, we're going to hit the approach button. No VNAV yet. Okay, that's from Neil Brock. Neil Brock. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's it. Probably need to use heading mode to intercept the ILS. Yes, that's from Neil Brook as well. So more than likely I'll have to wing it a little bit to get the ILS, because if you look here, let me set this onto plan here. Where's the plan? Let's have a look at the plan here. Let's zoom out a little bit. So let's just go to step by step. So what do I do now that we're flying? Yes, it is. Let's zoom in a little bit. Step up. So here, let's going to take us out here. I'm going to go overhead, the VOR, above the runway, out here, down out here, turn around. And I might have to take over at some point. We'll see how it goes. So there's the constraints. Don't be below 2,000 feet. Oh, the autopilot's disconnected. Is that the autopilot disconnecting? Yes, it is. Interesting, interesting. Let's not panic. Let's not panic. Let's go back to... No, is that because I went to plan, by the way? The autopilot back on. No. No, something has happened. And I'm descending. What is that? That was a little bit displeasing there. So the autopilot disconnected. And now I'm manual. What a bummer. And I went very slow. I think the speed is why the auto throttle disconnected there for some reason. And that's... Is that why? Maybe. Autopilot? Yeah, I was going too slow. Auto throttle. More power, you guys are saying. Engage auto thrust. What happened there? I didn't see what happened there to... what happened to the speed. It's going very slowly. We're going quite slow here. Now we're catching up a little bit. We need to start descending shortly in 28 miles. So, did anyone catch why that disconnected there? I know I was going too slow, so the auto throttle switched off. Did I bump something with my leg or something? Or maybe it was the... Yeah, interesting. Throttle to climb. Yeah, it was in climb there, Neil. Or was it? Was it reset or something? We did... Oh, no! Yeah, that was when I added power to stop it from stalling, and I didn't put it back to climb. Bloody hell. I'm going to stall, Sid says. No, I'm not. Thankfully, I caught it. But why did it disconnect like that? It disconnected because it was going too slow. But initially, the auto throttle disconnected. I didn't catch that, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to start descending shortly. Because your speed, put throttle to climb. So you always keep it at a climb, Sid, is it? You're in the cruise. Okay, leave it in climb mode, because I did retract it at one point, saying, oh, will that make a difference? So that's probably what that was. Leave it in climb, is that right? So that's maybe something I've learned. Great, so always leave the throttle in climb. You would think, yeah, Johnny F is saying the same here as well on Twitch. Kill Dread said it happens to him sometimes. Put the throttle into climb. So you leave. You see, the logic would be you have climb power and then you have cruise power. So you think, well, I take it back from climb power, no? It's just Airbus logic. So 17 miles to go for our descent. Let's read a little checklist here. A little checklisty booze. I will take off the picture of the director. If you want the director back on, he's not very active today. If you want the picture of the director back, let me know and I'll put the director back. Sometimes the director just jumps, or the producer just jumps around and gets very active. Okay, descent. Okay, are we going to this? We've got passengers. I think I'd rather be a cargo pilot, folks. Yes, I think so. Yep. Smoke, yeah. Anti-ice, I'm not bothering with it at the minute. It looks quite clear. Let me read the weather for you. That we're expecting. The real world weather. It is, at the moment, issued at the 12th, 1950 Zulu Auto. It's auto generated. The wind is 0 104 knots, so it's 10104 knots. Visibility is 3,500 meters. Rain scattered 1,900 feet. Overcast 2,300 feet. Temperature 12, dew point 11. QNH 1027. Temporarily showers of rain. It's just a little bit overcast, as you can see. I heard a bing bing, and that was Arno Aries 14 has followed. And Deadpix there 4 minutes ago. Deadpix became a member for 2 months. Deadpix, thank you very much. Brilliant, you became a member for 2 months. And then an hour ago, Blackie, as I said, Blackie. So thank you, Deadpix and Aaron. And by the way, also thanks to Timberwolf for subscribing with Prime. And thanks to Smurf for becoming a member on YouTube. And then Anthony, anyway, it's going to be Anthony. That was a while ago. Super chatted there, so thank you very much, folks. Excellent. So, oh god, I better start descending. You see now? Oh, just 100 miles to go. Okay, let's get the old. Let's go down to 5,000 feet initially and see where we end up. Come on. Oh, too much. 5,000 feet. Descend, please. Aircraft. That's all you do for descent. Is that it? That's all. You know. Is that it? We're going to put the standard to hectopascals on. Let me make sure I got the right hectopascals here. This is a very fiddly switch here. QH. No, I don't have hectopascals. It's very fiddly. I want the damn 1027, isn't it? I just want to have that set, so there we go. Right, standard. Okay. Big difference there in reply. Lots of people, obviously that's must be around the Manchester area. Oh, there's Echo Bravo Sierra Yankee 2, and there's USO. There's Superfly. Just Joey, I think, is he with us? I don't know. Yeah, we've got a few people with us. Have we got anyone nearby with us that is following us that I recognise? Lots of new people last Sunday, by the way, folks. There's Johnny F there. I think Digital is with us as well. But there's other people. There's Bakerfly, yes. There's other people that have just joined, which I will get to know you. Certainly. Excellent. Now, panic time. Hi from South Africa. Arno, is it Arno Aries? Arno Aries 14. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the madness. Also, we have Kill Dead. I call you Kill Dead. Reg Edit, I think it is. Put the throttle into climbing. Yes, thank you for all those tips, by the way. Kill Dead Reddit? I don't know. I'm terrible at pronouncing them. Some of them are tricky. Do you fly with FATSIM? Not yet. Not with the jets yet, because can you imagine with the radio here as well, me trying to figure out all this stuff? It's not too much work. I think I will get into FATSIM, because it's just going to make it so much more interesting, because you'll get vectors. So I'll try it off stream first. You know, because it's going to be really embarrassing. Or will I stream it the first time I use FATSIM? Maybe for entertainment value, folks. But yes, I do intend to get involved with FATSIM at some point. And I've been saying that for a long time now, in all fairness. But I will. I'm just trying to decide where to put my time. YouTube, guys. YouTube is making videos for YouTube 2 days. You know, streaming is a lot more interactive and a lot more easier, and people can watch it as well. But you can't really do a lot of eye candy except for the odd view here, you know. I'd have to think about that. I think, you know, the real good stuff, the new stuff that comes out, rather than making up videos, would be a better idea. I don't know, but I would like to spend more time streaming, and I intend to this week. I intend to every week, but I just need to get a system in place. Now, the system in place is Sundays is in stone, 2100 hours Irish local to buy. on the North European server. So getting ready for our approach. We're at 20,000 feet, so what we should have by memory, I'm just going to go to memory and let me know if I've forgotten anything. We want to have our auto brake on. Put it on medium. Anti-skid is on. Right. I would imagine company procedures that have the train radar on. At least one of them. One of the officers will come down. What else? We need to arm our ground spoilers. Flaps will come. Lights come on below 10,000 feet. So the stuff we got to do when we pass the 10,000 feet, and the stuff we got to do when we get to the transition altitude, i.e. standard bar. Okay, good. So that's where we are. Standard approach. Range constraints are on. Confirm frequencies, which I've done. Interception heading, which I've done. Localizer ground sweep, we'll do that later. 10 miles out, flaps 1, 10, 8 miles, flap 2. Okay, flap 2, landing gear down. Okay, so I'm going to have to pay attention to that. I'll come back to the checklist. When landing gear down, flaps 3. Distance. Okay, so 10 miles out, flaps 1, 8 miles out, flaps 2. When flaps 2, landing gear down, auto brake as required. No nose light to take off. Runway turn off lights on. Spoilers on. So that's quite. We'll run through this. And then we go down flaps 3. Okay, great. From flaps 3, flaps full. So when they're actually gone to flaps 3, just on that auto throttle speed mode off or even for cat 3. Okay. So that's where I'm going to go. Standard ILS approach. Now, the bit I love in flying real aircraft is when you go through the layer of clouds. I love that picture, you know, in the real world. You just sink below the clouds. I do enjoy that picture. I don't think I've been on a passenger jet for, is it 2 years now? Must be 2 years. The last time I took a passenger jet was to Rome. And that was to fly an aircraft. No, was it Rome? No, it was England. I flew to England to fly an aircraft to Italy, and then I flew back from Italy to Rome, or to Italy from Rome to Dublin. That was 2 years ago. But who's been flying with COVID? Would you bother flying with the COVID? Oh God, the director's awake again. Arno, gosh, he's saying he's purchased Microsoft Flight Simulator today and he got a new PC rig too. Oh, brilliant. Exciting times, Arno, exciting times, you know. Do join us to the Discord. I'll give you an invite again. I put an invite there. Let me see if I can get an invite for you. Discord's very helpful. Oh, I hate when that happens. It just takes me right out. Let me go here. Get you an invite for the Discord. Let's go back into Discord again. What do I? Just click here. I'm on the other screen here. So I'm coming up to Discord here. So there we go. Up here and invite people. I'm going to give you a link. Now it's on the description of all my videos, so if you want to, you can join the Discord. It's, if you don't know what the Discord is, there's a link there for the Discord. If you don't know what the Discord is, it's just a kind of a meeting place for everybody. I usually say when I'm streaming, like I put a note up the Discord there very quickly. Just say I'm going on in 5 minutes kind of thing. People always help each other out and whatnot, you know. So we have 51 nautical miles to go. I'm now at 10,000 feet. Let's have a look at the plates. I've got to wake up now because I'm quite tired. Our base 3,000 feet. I want to be at 3,000 feet coming back in. Or at I want to be 3,000 feet overhead the VOR. Really? Is it not? We've got to go all the way down here and back again. So I'll wing that bit of it. 50 feet. Okay, great. So we're all ready for the approach. Please don't crash Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I shouldn't have said that now, because I've said that it may well crash. And I shouldn't have said that at all, because now I'm really bricking it. Here we go. Let's just get down to 3,000 feet. I think we've time. Let's see if this works. If my calculations worked, I said 100 miles out, didn't I? 90 plus 10. So let's zoom in here and see where we are. Then zoom in. It's 10. And of course the director's kicking off. Or the producer's kicking off, folks. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Future, you know, when you descend, everybody wakes up. The producer's a passenger, folks. So we're looking okay. We've got 51 miles to go. And it looks like we're okay with our descent. Maybe I'll slow down that descent a little bit, folks. Let's go down to 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet selected, and we can worry about that later, because we've got a bit to go. Speed looks, well, that's what the aircraft wants to fly. We're going to have that lovely transition into the clouds next. Arnold's saying his the download speed is slow. It will take a day or two. Yeah, that's a tough one. You know, even if you get the CDs, you got to update. You know, which is a pain. Oh, we got a bing bing. We have a bing bing, folks. I'm going to increase the sound of that. Maka Futus has subscribed. Maka, welcome. Welcome to the crazy madness. We're going away from the sun here into the clouds. We've got another bing bong. We've got Kalio Khan followed as well. Kalio, welcome to the madness. We're going into Manchester for those of you who've just joined us. And it's going to be an interesting approach, because I'm not too sure if it's a real world approach. I may have to take over manually, and I might get kerfuffled. I know that's a silly word to use. I don't like using that word. I'm using it because I've been watching an awful lot of Little Britain lately, and you know, they use that word and it's hilarious. Declutter. For a bit of realism here. I love the way when you back off, look, it gets darker and darker with the aircraft kind of fades away. I do enjoy that view, and coming out of the clouds, very nice. I love that. Look at that. You know, this is what happens to me. I'm looking at the scenery going, oh, look at that, and then I'm overhead and I stuff it up. The angle of attack there looks a little bit high. Is it? No, it's not actually. If you hit the two buttons on your controller together, it evens up the screen there. I use the Xbox controller to control the views. It's just really it's so much easier. Any old one will do. Okay, the producer has settled back down to sleep. Good. Oh, we're coming in. Let's check what's happening inside. Okay, so. Oh, we're coming over the VOR now. We're coming over the VOR. Okay, I think we should go down to 3,000 feet now. Going down to 3,000 feet. And we're in the soup from here on out, folks. Once we get under these clouds, I reckon we're just going to be in the soup until we see the runway. Visibility currently at Manchester is it's medium VFR, which is not good. Anyway, it's 9 kilometers visibility, light rain, a few clouds at 1,700 feet, broken at 2,500, broken at 2,500 feet, so it's okay. We'd see the runway miles out. So we are inbound. We are inbound for sure. Let's just check that now, how many miles we've got to go. Because we've got to go out. We've got 30 nautical miles. I got this set up correctly. No. 3 degrees slice up, please. Why? No. Get down. Get down. Give me 800 feet, please. No, am I reading this right? It's an unusual approach, as you can see. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot of space to turn around, folks. Do you know? It doesn't look like we're going to have a lot of space to turn around. So I may have to... I would definitely have to disconnect the autopilot. We're going to go down to 3,000 feet. USR, here's a VOR, and I want to go past that a good bit. I don't know if that's going to be 10 miles approach. I want at least 10 miles. We're 5 miles now from the VOR. And this is going to be an interesting one. That is for sure. 23 miles. 3.5 miles to the next waypoint. Yeah, I wanna come out at least 10 miles to intercept. But at least I get the altitude sorted out. So we'll have to take over in heading mode. I think I'll do that now. I'm going to go past. You see what I want to do. I zoomed in as much as I can. Yeah. I want to go past here, and then I want to take a downwind up here, a base, and onto final. Deep Future's with us. Evening, Deep Future. So we're now on heading mode. That should do the job. Oh, we got the weather radar working very nice. Oh, that's the ground radar. Where's the weather radar? I thought I had the weather radar switched on, folks. You know? Well, it'll only pick up precipitation, won't it? So it's obviously not raining. But it did have light rain. So we're going to take a downwind. Poor visibility. We're at 3,000 feet. Speed is 200 knots. And I'll take a downwind in a second. So we want to come out here somewhere. We want to come out at least 10 nautical miles. I want to turn into the ILS no less than 10 miles. So I'm kind of making this up as I go. Now I'll take my turn. I go to 210 initially. There's the blue thing here. Let's just get it on to 210. Maybe a little bit more than that. I want a nice intercept as well to the ILS. I don't want to intercept 90-degree angle. 30 degrees is fine. So I'm going to give myself lots of time. 200 now. So I'm changing it here. So I'm getting busy. The approach has begun. 5.5 nautical miles out. 17 actually. Okay. We'll take our time. It's best to take our time. Oh, what's this? What's that, folks? We'll be intercepted by the military. Let's see who that is. We have company, folks. Okay, let's turn in a little bit to 190. turn right in. Any suggestions? Does this have real-world traffic? It does, yes. That's from Calico Can. I know I haven't pronounced that right, Calico. Yes, Microsoft Flight Simulator has real-world weather, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's actually been working very, very well for me, you know, because I'll have a look outside and I'll have a look at what it's saying here in the sim, and it's quite amazing. So 060 I think will do. I want the localizer on. Which did you put on first? I think this one. Okay, so okay, 060 should be a nice intercept. How many miles out am I? 21. Let's get flaps 1. You see, now the difficulty is that to the ILS there, 9.4 miles, you know, or is it this one here? That's to the waypoint though. Is that to the you see, that's another thing I'm going to pick up. Well, let's just hope if we get this right. Okay, great. It looks good. That look makes sense to me. We're below the glide slope and where the localizer is out to the left. So I'm going to start my intercept now. Let's decrease my intercept by 10 degrees. Decrease it. The minute this guy starts swinging in, I want to get a heading of 052. Actually, that's like a position. Ground approach course is 052. I've done something foolishly wrong here, folks. Can I see that picture? Yeah, I'm in the right place. You really got to concentrate here to make sure you don't miss it. 15 miles out. Okay, I confirmed that. There it is there. That's the ILS. 15 miles out. I wish I could zoom in more. That's 10 miles. Okay, well, quite a bit out actually. I didn't need to go all that far. I misinterpreted this as the ILS. I couldn't zoom in fast enough. The ILS is going this way, so I need to come out and in this way. So we're okay, but I just wasted a bit of fuel there, I reckon. I don't know about these waypoints. Good God. Stop that. See, I zoomed out there. It's very difficult to fly with the mouse. It's very messy. Let's still stuff this up, folks. Maybe use direct to D105. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. It's a little bit late now. We get it. We get it. Where's the intercept now? There we go. Approach mode, please. Approach mode. We'll just intercept it. A little bit late there, folks. A little bit dodge. If it goes wrong, let's see if it gets back on it there. Let's see if we can do it. I was a little bit messed up there. We're coming across up to 3,000 feet now. Will it intercept? No. Back it! It is. It's coming in. Okay. Getting ready to lower. What would you say? Ooh, constraints fine. I less than constraint for intercept heading. Confirmed. 10 miles out. Flaps 1. 10 miles flaps out. Flaps 1. And we're lowering flaps 1. Flaps 1 is down. Okay. The tension rises. Go around attitude set. Okay, fine. 8 miles out. Flaps 2. Flaps 2 coming down. No, not all flaps. Flaps 2 for the mother of God. When flaps 2 landing gear down. Flaps is down. Oh, good. Gear down. I'll use the mouse again, folks. So we're okay. I got away with it. And I said I'd cat 2. Cat 3. We got both flight directors on. But this time, I'm going to be ready to flare just in case. Are we on the glide slope? Yes, we are. Is the speed okay? Yes, it is. Gears down. Flaps 3. The tension builds. I can't see. Can't see, folks. Jesus. Excuse my French. We've been intercepted, but we're going to ignore them. Nice flying, whoever that is, but I can't seem to pick you up with the tags. I don't know why. Nice flying. It looks like they're in the Eurofighter. 160 knots, we're looking good. We're on the localizer. We've got everything set. Flaps 3 is down, auto throttle, and we'll worry about all that when we get there. So, I'm at home now. I got a little bit flaky there for a while. D-Feature says maybe use direct to... Yeah, we were trying that the last day, direct, and that's another thing I learned from D-Feature. Thank you very much, D-Feature. So this is all lovely. Turning up the sounds in the headset. This is all now going well. Please don't crash. I mean that in two ways. The sim and me. I won't crash, but the sim may crash. We've got the pappies. 140 knots now. Now, 3.6 nautical miles out. Everything's good. 2,000 feet, or no, 500 feet I think it was. We're going good. Let's see how far I can take this down. Now, the last time I did this, I had one autopilot on, and I was just thinking, I wonder how far it'll take me down. And boom, it just hit. It was not a nice landing. But if I apply back pressure now, all of a sudden, it should flare the aircraft, and all I should have to do is brake. You know? Flaps are full. Oh no, they're not. Thank you. We get 2 low warnings. Full flaps, thank you. I thought I couldn't see deep feature. I'm ready with the control column. My hands are on the control column, and I should have set up the cam so you can see what I'm doing. 200 feet to go. 100 above, 50 to go, continue. I want to, you know, I really do want to put my hands on the control, but I won't. 50, 40. It's flaring, it's flaring. Retard. Okay, I'm steering with my feet. It's quite off, it's a little bit off the centre line. I'm steering at the centre line now. Wow. And reverse thrust. A little bit of braking. We brake the first exit. So that went well, folks. I think that went well. Do you know? Now do I take it left or right? Go towards the lights. Go towards the lights! So a successful landing. Flaps up. Let's exit the runway first. and park and do all the stuff you should do. So that was a bit of work. See that jet? I like him. That's a nice looking jet. I think you escorted me, but I can't see your tag. Let me just stop here and let's go forward a bit. Just exit the runway. Go on. See, if I hit the backspace here, I should see his tag. Let's just put the parking brake here on and see. I need more. I couldn't find the light. Do you know? What's up out here? So there's the tags for everyone else, but I can't find who's in that fighter jet. If I zoom out maybe a little bit. Zoom out maybe a little bit faster. Yeah, it's not showing up your tag. Maybe it's a, you know, maybe it's a phantom. There's Davo. Yeah, it's not showing up his tag. There it is, 6 knots. It is 6 knots. The Air Force, 6 knots. Nice flying 6 knots. Nice one, 6 knots. So we vacated the runway. I'm going to park now. Isn't Manchester looking lovely? This is a. I think it's one of the Microsoft airports, but I have to say, it doesn't look great. I thought I paid for Manchester, folks. It's certainly a done up one anyway, but that doesn't look very good to me. So there is the tags seem to have little bugs in them as well, you know. Okay, let's taxi in to a gate. Any gate will do. Let's taxi forward a little bit. We'll taxi beside, I think it was Bakerfly. Was it Bakerfly here? There's a few bugs there because he's flying the Gripper Sim livery, and the Gripper Sim livery usually is fine. But it does that pink stuff sometimes. I think it's a little bug with the flight simulator. One of many bugs. I parked beside this aircraft here anyway. I should have switched off all the lights. Flaps come up? No. Let's get around him. That's the grass verge there. I don't want that. Yeah, this version of Manchester is not looking good. I'm gonna have to check that out, folks, because this was either a paid version or some Microsoft version. I can't see any gates. I can see nothing really. Is that a gate there ahead of me? We'll go straight in here. I think so. Someone's already parked there, but we'll go over them. And slow down a little bit. And disco. Brakes on. Brakes are on. Flaps are up. All the lights have to come off. I'm aware of that. I take the soap. Certainly should have been off. I didn't stop and do all the pre-landing checks. I didn't actually do that today. All those lights should be off. I'm blinding all the people on the ground. I would say there are many people suing now. This is the update of the 16th. He's saying, okay. So, folks, let's call some stuff out. Let us get. Let's tune to Manchester ground. Oh, ground services. Okay, let's fuel up. Let's request power supply, baggage, catering, jetway connection. Go away. Let's get the camera in here. See if all that stuff comes to us. Yeah, there's something about Manchester here. I can tell you that much. But there you go, folks. We made it. We made it to Manchester. Let's have a look at the comments, because I kind of ignored them a little bit there because I was coming into land. Let's just do some degree pokery here. So yes, Deep Future, thank you very much. Just pull throttle back. Yeah, I did. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Flaps full. Thank you very much, T-Future. T-Future is always helping me here in the stream. So I've learned a little bit more, or consolidated a little bit. Rolf here is saying Microsoft Flight Simulator feels a lot more buggy tonight. The game is just crashed. The textures at the airport look a bit fuzzy. Yes, it is a little bit buggy. The textures look a bit odd as well. And I've got like super speed at the moment with the internet, so it's not that. But he says it was still a good flight. That's over Twitch, and then YouTube there. No, you're chatting amongst yourselves. Great. Strobe lights off in here. Yeah, you're right, Richard. Richard Reed says, turn off your strobe lights. When I stopped that time, I should have stopped. And I should have done the checklist. Switch off all the lights, take off the flaps, disarm loads of stuff and whatnot. Yeah, and that's what I tend to do in future. Are you flying with the stock A32? Oh, I'm flying by the fly-by-wire Shamrock 207. The fly-by-wire is the only way to go. I am disappointed. That is very strange. Let me just have a look at Manchester here in the day. Yeah, in the day it looks a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah, at night time, not so good. So that needs to be sorted out, folks. So it looks fine here, you know. Yeah, the gates didn't quite. Oh, the gates are there. Great. Yeah, so it looks great. It looks great at daytime. See, another bug I noticed is when I zoom out, I've noticed this. I'm not seeing all the tags of people flying along with me. I think that's Bakerfly before me. I don't know. I think it is. There's Valiant up over there. So there's two people there flying along with me. There's Johnny F at a different gate. There's Echo Bravo Bravo Sierra Yankee 2. There's KLM. There's Ryanair. I don't think they're with me. I'm not too sure. But there's a lot of people flying around. So we're here. Anyway, that was an interesting stream. It went on for 2.5 hours, which isn't too long and not too short. I don't know. But I think I'll do 1 or 2 more flights during the week with the Airbus. I think I'll look at some videos as well on how it's actually properly done in real life. And thank you all for following. Thank you all for following and becoming members and subscribing and the super chats and everything like that. It really is very much appreciated. And I will hope you have a good rest of the week. I do intend to stream again. I don't know how things go, you know, how they go in the week, but definitely Sunday 2100 hours. I do intend in my head to be on like tomorrow night, maybe earlier a little bit, and much more during the week, as I keep saying, but I don't want to promise anything. But I do intend to be on tomorrow night after work. So thank you very much, everybody. And the producer would like to thank you. The producer... the producer would like to thank you. The producer is asleep. Are you going to say goodbye? No, the producer's had enough. So thank you very much. Oh, it was Davo in the jet, was it? Nice one. So thank you all very much for sticking with it. Thanks, Windage. And I will see you again very, very soon. I've got to do another video this week, by the way, for YouTube, because you know the way I do a video every week on YouTube. There's nothing new out. But if you have any ideas, let me know. News, I'm not really a journalist. I could do the news. I could do, if you've got any ideas, let me know. Otherwise, I'll do a video for Friday. And other than that, I'll see you definitely on Sunday. I'll probably streaming during the week. Thanks very much, everybody.